הופה. אנחנו חזרה עם אנה, ועכשיו אנה קצת תסביר לנו על מה שבעצם ההיסטוריה קצת של הקהילה. Let's start from here. Yes.
We already had Jews in Split and Salona, that is a nearby city, during Roman times, and there are some remains that you can see the originals in the archaeological museum. Not only in Salona, that was the capital city of Dalmatia, but also in Split itself. So those menorahs you can see, if you know how to find them, in the substructures of the Diocletian's palace. Here
which is in Split, in here.
Split, of course.
Yes, okay.
Split was developed from this Roman Diocletian's palace into the medieval city and to what we have today. So the first Jews and the first synagogue were in the southeastern part of the Diocletian's palace. Those menorahs. So
that was the palace actually here.
Well, that's
right?
Sort of.
Okay, the one we saw outside actually got modeled, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we know that there were Jews living in the substructures in the southeastern part of the Diocletian's palace, possibly from the time of the building, from the very beginning, which is, let's say, 3rd century, 4th century. However, there was a big fire in that part of the city. You can see this. So the entire quarter was burned and never repaired properly. So the Jews moved actually from A to B to where we are today. So this synagogue, we call it the new synagogue, although it was established in the early 16th century. You cannot see it really from the outside. You just see some windows or something. But when you enter, you have this beautiful interior that we saw a moment ago.
So you have pictures of the old synagogue? Or you don't?
No,
we don't
really see it.
Okay.
What you can see are just
the one that we are looking at. Yeah. These are the symbols actually here. If you know where to look for.
This is what used to be the dining room of the emperor, triclinium on the upper level. Underneath probably was the synagogue in this space. The red dots are where we found menorot, and we find them only there. Like you see the whole palace, all of the menorot are in what is in yellow here.
Right.
So it was the Jewish quarter and the old synagogue.
So how long the Jews has been living here in, let's say, around Split?
We believe that according to those archaeological remains, it's most probably 2nd, 3rd century. But you know, since the destruction of the temple in the 1st century and the distribution of Jews all over the Roman Empire, we know of those remains from mostly 3rd, 4th century and so on.
Okay.
Sorry, there are some people.
No, it's okay. It's okay. How long, and before, let's say, the Second World War, or now, tell us about, let's say, the community.
Right, well,
Hi.
Okay, so when the synagogue moved to where we are today, first of all, there was never more than one synagogue at one time. So it was always a mix for whoever came. It was first the Romaniot Jews, and then Sephardi Jews, and then Ashkenazi Jews, and today we are a mix of not Romaniot or long gone, but Sephardi and Ashkenazi, and we are using the very same space. And what is important to know is that our community was never ever larger than 300. So it was always a small community, and today we have around 100 members.
All right, okay.
So we lost about 1/2 of our membership during the Holocaust, which is considered lucky because in other places around us it went more than 85-90% of
like in Zagreb,
killed,
for example.
like in Zagreb,
yes.
In the north. The fact that we lost, if I may say, only 1/2 of our members is because we were under the Italian occupation.
Venetians, or you mean the Second World War? Yes, okay.
So the Dalmatian coast was occupied by the Italians, and Jews were safe until September 43.
All right.
So many Jews from the north, from the rest of Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia, and elsewhere, were all trying to move down to the coast to be safe. And
okay.
everyone was safe. Now there was one over there. You can see that there was one incident in June '42 when a group of Italian fascists actually badly damaged the synagogue and took all the prayer books and Torahs and even furniture and made a big fire in the main square. You can actually, there is a plaque
that you can see it.
Yes,
oh, right, okay.
Commemorating this event. So no matter how terrible it was to, devastate the synagogue, even burn the archive, which was the worst, at least nobody was killed. So it was only when the Germans arrived in October '43 that they started taking Jews to the camps. Many people managed to hide, many people joined partisans, but whoever was caught was killed in the camps, late '43 and early '44. So the remaining number was about, let's say, 150 members, and then when Israel was established, about 1/3 left, made Aliyah, so we have this remaining number of around 100 until today.
Okay. Do you have, what, do you celebrate holidays as a community here? What is the...
Well, of course, during Corona, everything stopped, and last time we had any kind of gathering was over a year ago. But in general, yes, we do have, first of all, we are a secular community, we have no rabbi. But we do get together every Friday evening for Kabbalat Shabbat. We say all the Kiddush and everything. And for all other Jewish holidays, we also get together and celebrate communally everything. Like Seder Pesach, Hanukkah, Purim. So, we do celebrate all holidays in a traditional way. Our food is kosher style. It's not kosher, but it's kosher style. We don't mix meat and milk. We try not to have meat because we used to have kosher meat, we don't anymore. We do get kosher wine from Zagreb, so we try our best to do things as traditionally and as Jewish as possible. And we are in that respect very active because every Friday evening we have, let's say, around 20 people, which is 20% in our case, and you don't get 20% in much larger communities.
Absolutely.
The main activity, however, is coffee drinking in the mornings. Monday through Friday, people come and drink coffee and gossip and chat and socialize, which is very, very important just to get people to sit together and feel the belonging. So we have a secretary that is here every day and keeps the place open and alive. And that is the main difference between those communities that became, like I call them, museum communities that are completely almost dead, and us that are very active, plus that we get all the tourists in the season, plus that we get school children to visit the synagogue and the exhibition, and we tell them about the history and everything. We also have the Open Doors Day, which coincides with the European Day of Jewish Culture in September. So every year we try to be open for local people as well as tourists, and to prepare certain program, whether an exhibition or a concert or a lecture or a combination. So it goes on now for many years.
Okay, which date in September? Or it varies?
It's
changing?
Usually early in September, and we usually do it later in September, not when everyone else does it, because it's always
less crowded.
It's still hot and it's still a full
less crowded,
season.
yes.
But it's usually during September.
Okay, are you in touch with the other communities here?
Of course, yes.
In Croatia?
Yes,
okay.
yes, we are all connected and are in some touch, but we do get certain gatherings. Also before Corona, we would meet at least once a year in Montenegro.
All right.
Communities from
Where?
all over
In Montenegro?
Yugoslavia, ex-Yugoslavia, in Budva.
In Budva, okay. Is there a synagogue in Budva?
No.
No, I don't think so, yeah.
There is a fairly new Jewish community.
Okay.
We share a rabbi, Croatia.
I think I heard about it, yeah. There's some Israelis there as well.
Yeah, but there is also Chabad
house.
Yes. But the point is that Jews of former Yugoslavia meet together once a year, and we also sometimes Zagreb would organize a gathering somewhere in the north. But now it all stopped, and we'll see when we will back to any activities.
Okay, cool. You want to say something in Hebrew for the guys in Israel? Just to...
Shalom ve'buruchim habayim.
Thank you very much, Anna, for your short explanation.
It's off, right? So